The rebirth of the divine masculine has started. We're in that window, in that portal now, where we are coming out of the womb. We're coming out of the proverbial womb now. And at this time, it's now required of us. It's demanded of us right now to allow that birthing process to happen. You know, that's going to have a lot of associated pain with it. You know, birth is not easy. Birth is not easy at all. It's hard. And it's hard work. So we're being birthed out right now. We're being birthed out. And what that looks like is the rise of the divine feminine within the masculine. Because from the inside, we are born, we are reborn. And then it translates to the rebirth on the outside. So the divine feminine is rising within the masculine. And it's causing a lot of emotional turmoil. We're all in our fields, you know, and it hurts. It hurts. You know, this is equivalent to the divine doing surgery on us and opening up our chakras that have attachments to them, you know, attachments that are not for our highest benefit. They're not for our highest good. And, you know, we are definitely now at that time where we have to know who we are and why we are, because you're going to go through this birthing canal. You're going to have to experience things, you know. As I envision birth, coming out for a child has to be traumatic. You know, you are in this womb, this warm, you know, encasement of amniotic fluid that is giving you everything you need. You're happy, everything. And then all of a sudden, the bow breaks, the water flows, and you are being born, and you're going through the pelvis, which is tight. And yes, it's open to some degree, but as you're coming out and it's traumatizing the mother, and she's feeling this extreme, you know, opening of her pelvis, you are feeling this extreme tightness of your head, of your cranium, and you're being birthed out. You have to go through that canal, through that small opening, through that portal. And once you do, you are now called being born. And you're gasping for air and you're being choked. So from death to life, from life to death, you're constantly in this being rebirth cycle. So now that we're here, where the rebirth has started, we have left the old world, we've left the old timeline, the old energy, and we have disconnected from it. And if we haven't disconnected from it, it's being taken from us. It's being disconnected. And as we go through these woundings, you know, one by one, you know, we are having to deal with them, you know. And with Saturn retrograde and being symbolic of you know, of karma and the things that needed to be cleansed, it was going backwards to go scan the chakra, so to speak. That energy was perfecting us, finding the imperfections in us to bring perfection from us, is a better way to say it. But this energy was cleansing us and taking us to another level. See, the what we call planets, they're all celestial beings. They all have consciousness. They all have this energy. They are a form. They are a form of energy. And just because it's not in a physical 3D body, it does not belittle what it is. So it's a form of consciousness, not to be worshipped or anything like that, but to be understood, definitely. So as we now, you know, hit this stage of the rebirth, what is it going to look like for us? Living out a lot of trauma. You know, you guys are going to have to really anchor in on you're here for a purpose, and allow that purpose to be born in you. So we're being born, we are birthing, we're doing it all right now. And we're doing it together. We're doing it together. But what it looks like is living out the emotionality of some traumas. So in other words, you may be crying a lot. You may be angry for no reason. I mean, it's just going to be an emotional roller coaster, and we're going to have to ride the wave. So be careful of the things you're saying, the things you're doing, the way you're feeling, because once you have kind of said something in this day and time, in this moment, once you have verbally said it, you have attached to it, you have created the process of being bonded. And you don't want to bond, or I'm sorry, start the process of bonding with something based on your mouth. So really think about the things you're saying right now. The other thing is this: the masculine center of emotions are usually in the root chakra, the root or the sacral. And it's done that way on purpose, because men are taught to be sexual, and they're taught to be very forward thinking. They're taught to live from their root chakra. So if you are living from your root chakra, you must understand that your counterpart, the feminine, lives from her heart chakra. And her living from her heart chakra means you got to raise your vibration to get there. The divine feminine is rising, remember? The divine feminine is rising. She's going higher than she's ever went before. She's going higher in vibration than she's ever went before. And we have to match that. So we're on our way up. But that means that our frequency, our feminine frequency within, has to rise. So that Kundalini energy of the divine feminine that rests within you, and it comes out physically as estrogen and testosterone, but this is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine and feminine energy, estrogen and testosterone. So your estrogen levels may raise a little bit, but they're going to be natural. So you might want to fast. You might not want to be eating this food that is full of estrogen. That's full of estrogen. You might not want to be eating it. Might want to push away a little bit, or be eating just fruits. The other thing is, during this transition, guys, that feminine energy is going to become very prominent in your lives. So, as I've been talking to masculines and even some feminines, that energy is just rising so fast, and a lot of people are trying to figure out what's going on. That's the influx of the feminine energy. It's all coming in now. It's pouring in. So what does that look like for us? Again, go back over that, make sure I didn't miss anything. What that looks like for the masculine is this: we're going to become more emotional, because we've been living in our root chakra for our whole lives and for a lot of incarnations. And now we're being asked to live from the heart chakra. So we've had these heart activations. Absolutely we have. And we've had these moments where we've achieved the frequency of living from the heart space. But our consciousness as a collective has been in the root chakra. So now our collective consciousness, our masculine consciousness, is rising from the root chakra, and it is rising to the heart chakra to exist in the heart chakra along with the feminine. And over the next 6 to 9 months, over the next 6 to 9 months, we're going to be on a heck of a journey. There's going to be things ending, things beginning. Man, boy, forgive me, guys. I just woke up and I had to get this message to you guys. So, hey, it is what it is. But, we are rising, though. And as we get to this next 6 to 9 months, get back on point, my bad. But This next 6 to 9 months is going to be a heck of a ride. We're going to be hopping timelines like crazy. We're going to be pulling soul fractals to ourselves like crazy. But we're also are being asked to walk in the purity of in alignment with the connections we've made, with the truths that we know to be true. The things that will need to be let go will be cut off. And that hurts, guys. That hurts. You know, there will be tears. There will be blood. I'm telling you. So prepare for it. And I'm not talking about in no, fear way. Why should you be afraid of something that you know coming? Like, don't do that to yourself. Don't be in fear. Don't hear something and immediately jump into fear. If you do, that is telling you what is in your heart. That means your heart needs to be purified, your heart space, because there should be no fear in your heart. Not when you are a divine being, not when you know you're a divine being. And see, that's one of the things that are going to be called into question. That's one of the things that is going to be exposed. Divine beings versus those who have played the part and who have, sat on the throne, so to speak, they have taken over and sat on the throne of their kingdom. But now the true kings and queens are coming back to take their thrones. And it's going to be amazing to watch. But we have to go through these changes, these DNA upgrades, to be able to hold the light frequency, to be able to be a magnetic attraction to that. You have to know how to rule it. You have to know how to be in control of it, like your body, like the temple, right? So over the next 6 to 9 months, we're going on a journey, y'all. We're going on it. We're finna ride another wave of ascension. And you know how waves are. They go down and up, right? So you're riding that wave, going up and down. And ascension, sometimes we're going up and sometimes we're going down. And I'm not saying we're going down like physically, like you're gonna lose money, and I'm not saying none of that. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our connection to our surroundings, our connections to certain people, certain places, jobs, all that. Any attachments, any attachments are being detached. That's the only way to say it. They're being taken off of you. So, your chains are being taken off you. Oh, perfect. Like that group, Mary. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to pray, right? So it's like that energy. It's like, you're getting unshackled, but at the same time, you got that fear of, I don't know if this is happening. Like, am I getting freedom? Am I getting freedom, right? And then on another hand, it's like you are ecstatic that this moment is going on. So you're caught in between two worlds of energy. And it's okay. It's like that's where we're at right now. And you are deciding which timeline you want to ascend or descend on. See, if you've learned your lessons, then you're going to take that high road and ascend. If you have not, you're going to descend. And you want to be ascending right now through this Syrian gate, through this spiritual rebirth. We're having such a profound spiritual rebirth through this Syrian gate, as we are now that we've integrated those soul pieces we got back. See, now we're going to be able to use them even more effectively through this gate, because we're being reborn, the rebirth of the divine masculine, because the divine feminine has raised her frequency and said, I will not allow anything less than my masculine that is going to respect me and honor me in truth and dignity. They know their value now. So because they know their value, and they're even hitting a higher note in their value, knowing how rare they are and how unique they are, and how they can add to the value of the divine masculine just by being them, So they are hitting a different note, a different octave. And we have to hit that octave too. And this is the beauty of the divine collective. of how we rise within each other, because we intertwine around each other like the two symbols of Kundalini, the two snakes. We wrap around each other's frequency as we rise together. So just beautiful stuff, guys, beautiful stuff. But, you know, I just wanted to give y'all this quick little update, and just stay focused, guys, stay focused on allowing what needs to go, and what needs to come, make space for it. It's not going to come as fast as you think, because you have to make space for it, you know, and it's okay. It's okay, y'all. It's okay. You know, just really anchor that in, because that's what time we're in. And as we go through this portal of energy, this Syrian portal of energy, man, we receive back so much of the magic we lost. We receive back so much of the magic we lost. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. But anyway, I love you guys. Live in harmony and bliss. Prepare yourself to hit the next octave, y'all. We're going there. Just hold on. We're going home. Love y'all.